Kip up!
It was the Raw after the Royal Rumble last night. We opened up the show with some very sad news. CM Punk came down to the ring and told us that he got injured during the Royal Rumble match. Apparently, it happened when Drew McIntyre gave him the Future Shock DDT, and it's just a very unfortunate situation. CM Punk, at this stage of his career, is in fact injury prone, and that just might be a sad reality. The last few years, he's been getting big injuries, and it's one of the reasons why I didn't like the idea of him competing in the Chamber, because I think the WWE should be doing everything in their power to avoid these type of injuries. And we have somebody at this stage of his career that may be a bit brittle. Maybe you should be trying to protect him if you want him to be in these big matches. But yeah, unfortunate situation. He's injured. He tore his right tricep and he will be out. He will not be able to compete at WrestleMania. So you have Seth, who got injured, and now you have CM Punk, who was injured. That match is cursed. It's really, really sad. So the fans who wanted to see Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, you're not getting that match at Mania. CM Punk will hopefully be back by SummerSlam. And yeah, that's that. So the question now is, who will be Seth Rollins' opponent at Mania? I guess we'll find out, but we'll get to that later. So CM Punk is in the ring. He cuts a very emotional promo, a real promo, talking about it's just a bump in the road. And there's real people out there struggling, dealing with cancer. So he can't really complain that much about his situation. He's trying to keep things in perspective and look on the bright side. And he says there can always be next year, and he'll be fighting to get back to complete his dream of main eventing WrestleMania. And people should not feel sorry for him because it's no one's fault. These things just happen. He says that a main event match at WrestleMania is not in the cards. It's just not going to happen this year. But maybe it'll happen next year. So that was his whole promo. So a good message from CM Punk. CM Punk congratulates Cody Rhodes and says that he hopes that he finishes his story this year. And then Drew McIntyre interrupts. Now I knew he was going to interrupt, not only because he supposedly was involved in the injury during the match, because he's a heel and he's been doing such a great work. This is the best work of Drew McIntyre's career for sure. I'm loving everything he's doing. He is the best character on Monday Night Raw. Not even Monday Night Raw. He's the best character in the whole damn company because he's doing such great work. They need to re-sign him immediately. So Drew McIntyre walks down there and he says some of the most despicable things. He says he's never been much of a spiritual person, but he prayed for CM Punk's injury. The man said on national television that he prayed for another man to be injured. Drew McIntyre does not like CM Punk. Clearly, he despises him because of the history and what they've been through. He says that CM Punk was never a nice guy, so he just hates the guy, and he prayed for an injury. Now he plans on finding a way into the world title match so he can main event WrestleMania again and live out CM Punk's dream again. Drew McIntyre is a full-on heel. A full-on heel. And he's great. The best character work on WWE television. He's a full-on heel with CM Punk, but he doesn't treat everyone the same. He's a dynamic character, and that's interesting. He'll talk to Cody Rhodes one way, he'll talk to CM Punk one way. He's a heel or a face depending on who he's talking to. It's not one note, it's layered. That's what I really like about Drew McIntyre right now. So after Drew McIntyre says these horrible things and is behaving like an awful human being, CM Punk says he's gonna come back and then he's coming after Drew McIntyre. And of course, because Drew McIntyre is in full-on heel mode, he takes a swing at CM Punk and they're fighting, but CM Punk is fighting with a torn tricep, so it doesn't last very long. And Drew McIntyre gets him on the ground and then stomps his injured tricep. So it's clear that once CM Punk returns, he's going after Drew McIntyre. So that's the story, right? So it might be best to just put the belt on Drew McIntyre at Mania and then have CM Punk return. The story is him chasing Drew McIntyre. So that's the story I think they're going with. You might as well put the belt on Drew McIntyre eventually. I think he's earned it. He's doing great work. So after this attack, Sami Zayn makes the save. A very good opening segment. For the folks in Perth, I'm sure they thought they were getting Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, maybe now CM Punk. Due to all these injuries, they're getting none of them. So maybe Roman Reigns should head down there for an appearance, at least. But we'll see how that goes. Again, great work from Drew McIntyre here. So I guess the question now is, what's the plan for Mania? For me, you have the Elimination Chamber match coming up. I think Drew McIntyre is doing his best work. I know he's already lost to Seth Rollins a few times now. I think Drew McIntyre is the guy. He's the top heel. He's doing the best work. Maybe have Drew McIntyre win the Elimination Chamber match, and maybe you do a three-way at Mania with Seth, Sammy, and Drew McIntyre, and have Drew McIntyre win, because I think he is doing the best work, and I like that heel work from him. So reward the man with the title. He deserves to be champion with the fans. He was the pandemic champion. Now let Drew McIntyre be the heel champion on TV. He's great. I love everything he's doing. Reward the man. What are your thoughts on CM Punk's promo and the Drew McIntyre character? Do you agree that Drew McIntyre should be the guy? Are you enjoying his work? Should he win the Elimination Chamber match? Let me know. Remember to like and subscribe. We're on our way to 20,000 subs. And yeah, I will talk to you later.
Keep up!